I missed a turn. I missed a freaking turn. Hey, don't tell anybody. Oh, yep, that one hurt. Oh, yeah. Oh, that one just hurt us. Back 2-1. What? What are you doing, my guy?
Alright, thanks for tuning in. This is Stomper B. Thompin, and this is round 3 of the 2022 season for the Virginia Championship Hare Scramble Series. It's April 25th, and this is put on by the Central Virginia Trail Riders. I'm in the 30+ C category, and I'm on a 2022 KTM 300 XCW. And I got my brother right behind me. He's in the 35+ C category, and he's racing with a 2021 YZ250FX. We'll see him more later. But I'd never been here before. I heard this was a tight course.
10 seconds!
And I'm stoked. So it was a pretty good weather day. At this point in the day, it was about maybe mid-80s, sunny, beautiful. A little warm in spots, but not too bad at all. Track conditions were really, really nice too. Some of the more open areas were, of course, quite a bit dustier, but not too bad. Can't ask for much better than this. But already, 4 minutes in, and I just decided to, test to see how soft the ground is. Looks like it's pretty good.
Come on, get through, get through.
Oh, I'm so frustrated. I didn't hurt myself, the bike's fine. I'm just frustrated. I stall it.
Oh, that was it.
Sorry, fellas. Alright, back on track. That cost me 27 seconds.
Cost me so much time.
But I'm not done wasting time yet. I got one more silly move on this first lap that cost me quite a bit of time. Whoa. Steady now, steady. So maybe 6 or so minutes in, I hear the woo-woos to pass, find a good spot. And that's Jimmy Rice. Jimmy's in the line behind me in the 35+ C. He's pretty darn fast, so he got me in around like 6 or so minutes this race. Well, I'll tell you what, Jimmy. Next race, buddy, it's going to be at least 8 minutes before you pass this guy. You wait and see. That's my goal. Nice pass right before the woods. Snuck it in there real good. Yeah, so the track was extremely tight in a lot of sections, and I cut most of that stuff out because it's a lot slower and more boring. But the bark busters came in handy this race big time. So I show a few sections of where it's really tight, but for the most part, I cut that out. Gorgeous, gorgeous day though. Still spring. You can still see the forest floor, no problem. See that yellow tape I just went under? Well, I didn't. I'm still hauling like I'm still on the track. And slowly but surely, I start to piece together the fact that I'm not on the track anymore.
I missed a turn.
I missed the turn. Front fender syndrome, that's what I'm calling it. Gotta get those eyes up. Obviously, by this point, I've realized. Yeah.
I missed a freaking turn.
I missed the turn. I gotta do the right thing here. Gotta backtrack. I'm not about cutting courses. I just don't care. So backtracking, baby, backtracking. This adds a solid minute and 6 seconds. So I finally see the guys here up on the regular course. All right. Once they pass by, I enter right where I exited. Minute and 6 seconds. So in that time, my brother, who was right behind me, in the line behind me, he passed me. Because I ended up surprising him here. I come up from behind him, hooting and hollering.
Well, I did the right thing.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed about that, but what are you going to do? A little dusty in these open spots, but very manageable. Whoa, simmer, simmer. Coming in hot. One of the faster spots. There were some areas to open it up through the woods. Bit choppy too, bit choppy. But pretty good. It was a great chance for me to work on my really tight turning. You know, the whole like aim for the tree and then you cut your bars through type thing. So
Dude, I went the wrong way out there.
there's my bro. He just got done picking blueberries or something. So he's a little bit faster than me. For example, this race, we were out there for just under 2 hours, and he finished like 5.5 or so minutes before me. So he's back there trying to holler at me like why he was off his bike. I don't know if he I actually never heard. I think that was the one and only spill he took, he said. But yeah, so I know I got him on my butt, and I know he's a little bit faster, so he'll definitely be pushing the pace. So that's got the adrenaline pumping this first lap for sure. We actually hang together for quite a few minutes, maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Probably closer to 15. I take the lead here for a while, and then he gets a pass, and I follow him for a while too. Whoa, simmer down there. Trying to push it, trying to push it. I know he's right on my butt. Diving right back in. So that 250FX that he's on is really, really loud. So I could hear him thumping right when he came up. So I'm pretty sure by this point he's already caught up to me. So I'm just fending him off as long as I can. Maybe trying to make a pass here. But I slow him down right here because I screw up this hill climb. So I slip right at the beginning, and I've got to clutch my way up in third. But in doing so, I think he was so close to me that he ended up stalling out. And of course, those 4 strokes can flame out pretty easily. So that bought me another, 5 to 7 seconds? Like, okay, cool. I'll hang out in front of him for that much longer. Here we go, baby. So this is Wesley. He's in my class too. We're pretty close in pace. In fact, I think I finished maybe a minute or so ahead of him at the end of the race. Something like that. Just trying to push it. I used the same techniques to mitigate arm pump this race as I did the last one, and it seems to work well enough so far. Basically, just when you feel it coming on, take 10% off, focus on your breathing, focus on the squeezing of the bike, sitting and standing. So like right there, leaning forward and squeezing with your legs, even if you are sitting. But I can feel him back there. I know he's back there pushing. I don't want him to pass at all if I can help it. But I know he's going to. And I can hear that FX thumping. Nice hill climbs. In the shade too, so they weren't too dusty. And again, this is the more wide open, fast stuff for sure. No problems going through here. Last little open grass track section of lap 1 for another little woods portion. Trying to ride fast and hard but stay in my limits.
Oh crap, where am I going?
No idea where I was going there.
Thank you.
Snuck by real quick right there. Barely made that one. So you can still faintly hear that 4-stroke behind me. I'm pretty sure going through scoring he's right on my butt, but I did not even bother to look behind me. I'm just trying to fend him off for as long as I can. So lap 2, feeling good. Arm pump is still manageable. In fact, at no point did it get out of control, but it did creep up a little bit. So I just heard the woo-woo to pass, so I'm waiting for my first little spot I can safely pull over. Let him by, and there goes my bro too. He gives me the, come on man, let's go. Alright, I'm coming. So I end up following him for a solid, probably like 7 or 8 minutes. Got some good riding in. That was a nice little treat, racing with my brother. Didn't really expect to see him, except I expected him to pass me at some point because he's consistently a little bit faster. But this was cool, being able to ride right behind him for a while. And I know we were pushing each other. It's just natural for brothers. So he's probably riding a little harder, and I'm trying to keep up. Of course, when you're following someone like this, it's a little easier to go faster because you can watch where their braking points are, and see the lines and everything. I come out of here a little hard. No, not right here. This little exit into the open part, I jump out of it a little bit too rough. Yeah, right here. Whoa, simmer, baby. Don't let them get too far ahead now. And that FX is so loud, it's kind of tough to hear behind me. I'm still looking for a pass if I can, but I just never found a good one. So this is our last little stretch together coming up here in this, on the edge of this field. So he gets off to the left and he gives the old arm shake. So he's got some arm pump, I know it. I'm like, well shoot, here's my chance. Mine's not too bad, I'll try and take him, but there's that little tree right there. That was my chance, and I can hear someone behind us. So I'm not trying to take up this whole lane. So I just stick to the left a little bit. This guy makes a good pass on me, and then he ends up passing Adam too.
Nice pass, man. Whoever you are.
But it doesn't end there.
You too.
Got another one. And a last second pass too, right before the woods. So
You too.
2 riders between my brother and I now. And I hang with this group for another maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And then they just slowly start to pull away on me. So that was the last I saw of my bro that race, which was a good thing, because it means he had a pretty clean race to the rest of it. So with him kind of gone up there, I'm like, all right, back to doing my own thing back here. Still with that group a little bit. Yeah, and the neon green, blue, and green jersey up there. We hang together for a little while, but I do believe that person ends up pulling away as well. Had a good little battle with them. Can barely see him up there. Yeah, I make a mental note that that right-hand line through those trees is no bueno. A little bit of a bottleneck up here. I'm thinking maybe I can possibly... Nope. Oh, jeez Louise. Yep. Might be doing clutch plates soon. Continuing to battle it out with the neon jersey. Never saw the number plate. I wish I did. But we did some good racing. Oh, then Randall cuts in. Hey, baby. Good to see you, man. So that's Randall Ellis. He's in my class as well. And holy shnikes, we end up having a pretty epic battle as far as mediocre C-class riders go. So we hang with each other for the next like 45 to 55 minutes, just trading the lead back and forth with each other. Ends up being a heck of a lot of fun, and we really push it. So we're just hooting and hollering, just having a blast out there. This ended up being the highlight of the race for sure. So here's all 3 of us together, just battling here in the beginning. But this cat makes a really nice pass on the outside right there. Gets him around that log. And then he starts to pull away on us. Except, I forgot. We all made this wrong turn. I'm like, yeah, I'll take a cheap pass. I'll take one any day, baby. Let's do this. My turn to lead. Yeah, actually, I can't remember... Yeah, we all ride for a little while longer, for sure. But yeah, so my turn to lead here for a little bit. This left-hand turn was a little wonky because you're in that big, chunky rock that's really loose, so you had to be careful powering through that.
Nice pass, nice pass.
Yeah, nice pass right before the woods. And 2 cats looks like they missed the turn. They blew right past it. So they had to backtrack a little bit too. I'm not the only one. Another spot where you can push it pretty hard through the pines. It was a really challenging, difficult course. Just it definitely challenged your tight woods riding, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I blow that corner out and I look over my shoulder. I see Randall coming. I'm like, forget it, man. You just go.
You okay?
You take the lead. I'll see if I can't hang with you for a while. We'll see where this goes. So I keep him on the radar here. Don't let him get too far ahead. He's up there in the red. But lap 2, trying to manage energy levels, trying to manage arm pump and all that. So trying to stay smooth. Let a guy pass here, and then I have a really silly stall out right in front of these guys.
Hey, don't tell anybody.
Hey, I got you on camera promising that you wouldn't tell anybody I stalled out right there, so I'm going to hold you to it. But that led up into this sweet little hill climb. And I slowly but surely start to reel him back in here.
Let's go, brother.
He has a stall. Kickstarted that thing real fast. I was just rooting him on, like, yeah, let's go, brother, let's go. Like, we're obviously going to be seeing each other here the rest of this race. Might as well root each other on. Wave another few riders by. If I hear you coming, I look for a safe spot to either pull off a little bit and let you by, or I'll take the slow route and give you the hot route or something like that. Except for right here, I blow this corner and get up this really awkward hill climb, and I kind of accidentally cut someone off right there. Sorry, man. That was not intentional. The only thing I was intending on doing was trying to keep from stalling out.
You okay?
So sorry for cutting you off. Yeah, that person was okay back there. We made like a millisecond of eye contact, and their eyes looked nice and clear and alert. But yeah, I'm not trying to block anybody, cut anybody off. I committed to the hill before I really saw you in my periph there. But we're still pushing each other. I'm like, all right, maybe I can make a little pass here. I'll take the lead over.
Woo!
We're already hooting and hollering. Having a good time. I love it when you can kind of have like a battle within a battle of the bigger race. Just makes it so much more fun. Ultimately, I don't care what place I come in at. We were just out there having a blast. So I never got this person's number plate up there, but they were riding pretty good, pretty strong. Tried to reel them in, but I think they eventually pulled away on me. So look at the bridge crossing they just did right there. I never knew that bridge existed until I was here editing this video now. I took the river portion to the left every time. Didn't really cost me that much extra time, but yet another example of front fender syndrome. Got to keep those eyes up. Got to constantly be looking for the safer, faster line. Well, maybe not always safer, but you know, whatever line makes most sense at the time. Oh yeah, here comes a doozy, I think. Is this it? No, this isn't it.
You guys okay?
Yeah, I take a big spill here on lap 2 somewhere. I think it's coming up.
Oh, yep, that one hurt. Oh,
Right
shit.
there, yep. That one hurt. That one hurt.
Holy crap. Owie. Yeah, man. Coming for you, coming for you.
Oh, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. So you know that feeling when you get the wind knocked out of you? That's basically what happened to me there. Sorry, man.
My bad, dog.
To cap it off, I make the mistake and not make sure the trail's clear.
That tree.
Yeah, you should see the tree.
Holy crap, okay.
That rattled me. Yeah, it like kind of halfway knocked the wind out of me. So that was right before the scoring
Okay,
here.
third lap, here we go.
Lap 2 in the books. Here we go. Third lap. Let's put a good one together. I waved someone by. They were hauling. Try to hang with them for as long as I can here, but I think that they're moving just at too fast of a clip. End up pulling away from me. So several minutes later, I finally see Randall up there. I'm like, all right, hey, let's battle some more. Why not? I'm like mentally recovered from that little hit I took.
Yeah! Third lap, baby!
And I know he's as tired as I am, so I'm like, let's get the adrenaline
crap.
pumping. I want to make this a silly game. Let's just have some fun.
Winner gets $1.
I'm like, I don't know how many more times we're gonna be going back and forth. Let's put a buck on it. Although we did forget to shake, so I guess it doesn't count. But this was cool. We had no idea. Like, hey, which one of us is gonna cross first? Neither of us could care less, but because we're both us out there trying to have some fun. But I got all sorts of cattywampus right here. I'm just, you go, man, go.
I'm gonna get you.
So as quickly as I passed him and took the lead, he just takes it right back. So they cut out that little downhill with that slim tree over there. I don't know why. I didn't see what was going on, but they'll usually change up the course if there's a safety issue or something like that. VCHSS always does a good job of managing the course during the race. But I realized, oh man, Randall's getting away from me here. Do I try and sneak by this person? All right, give it a shot. Might as well hang with him for as long as I can here. And at this point, lap 3, a hot day, tight course. We're both pretty tired, but he really pushed the pace here for the next probably, just guessing, probably like 6 or so minutes. He was in like a really good flow state, just pushing it. I had no chance to pass. I was just trying to keep up. But it gets exhausting. You go through these like waves of...
Nice recovery, nice recovery.
You go through these just waves of energy where you have a lot of it. Oh, then it kind of wanes for a bit. You got to recover, get some water. I'm just trying to stay amped. I can feel the energy draining, and I know he can too.
I don't care which one of us wins. We're just having fun, baby.
Yeah, I'm just shouting that I don't care who wins. This is more fun. Just battling. Like I said, he kept that lead pace going pretty good. Definitely had no chances to pass because I was just focused on keeping up. Good riding through here. Nice fast section. I think someone gets a pass here. No, must be the next one. But we're both pushing it hard. Fatigue is setting in. I stall it. Yeah, nice pass on the inside there. So I also never got this person's number plate, but we all three of us hung together for a good while, and it ended up becoming a nice little battle within a battle within the overall battle. Good riding through here. Now we're all just kind of pushing it, and the cat in the middle there is looking for a spot to pass. I could tell he wanted to, but he just never quite could manage it. He had a
nice little battle going here at the end.
yeah, he passes eventually, but
About 1/3 of the way through lap 3.
yeah,
This is our last lap.
this is it. We all saw the white flag. This is our last lap.
What a battle! What a battle!
We've been maintaining the high clip here for a while, and then he finally gets a really good pass here on the inside. Stays in that dirt, keeps the grip, cuts that corner nice and tight, makes a nice pass. Oh, this is where I get silly. So I make kind of a sketchy pass here on the inside, and then look how out of control I get in these woods.
Holy crap. Okay, I gotta settle down.
Keep it together, man. Oh, I'm not done either. I'm still all over the place. Clipping trees, you can barely hear it. Almost stalling. Randall had to be laughing his butt off at that. Like, you just passed me, dove into the woods, and I'm watching you do all this. What are you doing, man? Tough to see, but there was like a 2-inch wide sapling laying diagonal across the tree, but it wasn't flat on the ground. It was kind of sitting like 1.5 feet up. So I didn't get my front tire up and over it in time. But I'm just wondering how many other people hit that sapling and kind of did the same thing I did, where they almost lost it. Pretty psychedelic. This cat made a good pass. Try and hang with them for as long as I can, but doesn't end up being very long. And I'm just trying to push it, but keep it together.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one just hurt it. Lap 2-1.
So yeah, that one hurt way worse than it looked on camera. That was just a straight shoulder shot.
Chris Farley, if you can send me any luck, I could use it now.
I'll take anything. I'll pray to the gods of Chris Farley for some
Thank you, brother.
luck here at this point. No, I just gotta take 5% off or focus. Once more, skipping the bridge and hitting the river, or the little creek crossing. Back into the woods. Lap 3's coming to a close here. Another hill climb. These were so much fun. But I'm not done crashing yet.
Thanks,
I got one more in me. So, you know, like a lot of crashes, you instantaneously know what went wrong. Maybe you grabbed too much front brake, or you took the wrong line, or you hit a root unexpectedly or something.
What?
That one?
What are you doing, my guy?
No idea. No idea. It was probably a combination of those things. I'm also very fatigued. And now I'm all worried. Oh, crap. Randall's going to come past me. Can't let it happen.
Okay, just get there.
So I pick up the bike in time to just slowly cruise out of there because it's right at the finish line. So that's it. Lap 3 in the books. Great race, tight course, super fatiguing in a very fun way. Thanks for watching, everybody.